this where we'll walk into the door. This is the wall that will come down all the way to the top as well. And then the fireplace will be fluted all the way through to the end of the wall. This is where the picture window will live, which is really quite nice because you're looking out on the garden beds and beautiful houses surrounding us. And my idea is to have a closet built in here. So it won't really be built in. It's a piece of furniture that I've chosen, but it looks sort of built in, which I think will be quite pretty. And then this is where I'd like to set up the records, maybe some shelving for records over on this side, and a couple chairs, and that way we can start a fire, you know, listen to records, have friends here. You know, this space will be open, so I just think the light pouring in from this side, the records here, our dining space here, just allows for, you know, a sweet life inside of a little cottage. So I'm excited. We will be keeping the same flooring throughout the house. They think that they're white oak. This house is from 1939, so these beautiful white oak floors have been here, I'm sure, the entire time. They're just ready for a little refresh, so we're doing that. We're also going to get a new HVAC system as well as a new tankless water system, and we're doing those things so that it's just up to date and the air will be clean. We're going to do higher end filters as well as a water system, like a purifying system, and that's just, you know, for health reasons, to be living in a healthy home. I don't know, that's what I got. Plastered fireplace, and that way I think when you're dining you'll be able to see the fireplace, which would be really nice. We're going to replace this light fixture and give you a sneak peek. I brought this fixture from our home in California, so that would be its replacement. And then there's also going to be another matching light to this in a different shape hanging over the peninsula. We're going to do a Sonnet 6 dining table, actually the exact same one we had in California. We sold it when we sold our house. The new owners wanted to take our entire dining set, so we left that behind and ordered a new one for this space. You know, we can open the windows, let the breeze come in, have long, luxurious dinners, and grow old. This closet will go, which is exciting because we'll have an extra door, which we'll need some of these doors for different spots in the house. And then this will get walled off, but in this area here, we're going to do nice little built-in shelving. So on the other side of this wall will also be a linen closet, which will be really nice. is standing in our primary bathroom. So this will be, the bathtub is here. I'll have a vanity here, probably a 72-inch vanity, and I've decided to do one long sink and 2 faucets. So it's a bit of a change. Craig and I have not shared a bathroom before, so I tried to make it conducive for us to share. This is going to remain the toilet closet. We'll take out the sink and this will become a door. We'll have to figure it out with the head height here, but this will be a nice toilet closet that will close off. And then our shower, you'll step into it here and it'll stop about here, which means we will have a window in the shower and pouring light into the rest of the space as well. So the entrance here, I've decided not to do a glass enclosure just because I don't like to have to clean the glass. I'll just do a beautiful linen curtain, something like that, and all that light can pour through that doorway into the rest of the bathroom. And then the bathtub will have right above it a skylight looking out, which would be pretty special. Because this is an attic space, we're a bit restricted on the ceiling height, essentially. So to meet code, you have to have at least 5 feet here so that there's clearance for headroom. So what we're going to do is build into this cavity because there's about 4 feet behind here, so that way we can expand our closets. I'm standing where the entrance to our closet will be, and that way we can expand into here, have drawers, extra hanging space, shoe space, and then hanging space all along this side and the back wall. So another thing to make the room feel larger is we're going to take this chimney down first, and we'll only take the chimney down to the floor level here, so that way we can have the gas insert downstairs that will be ventless, which is great, and it allows us to really open the space up. And then as you come up the stairs, I'd like to have slats leading up, so that way it just creates a nice little separation between bedroom area and then bathroom and closet. So I'll continue those slats all the way up the stairs. And then my very favorite thing that we're going to do is we're going to take all of the wood beams down and peak the ceiling, which is going to give us probably about 2 more feet of headroom. And you can see I'm almost 6 feet tall, so it's a pretty good size attic as of right now, but once we lift the ceiling up to the top, it's going to be really extra special. The other thing we're going to do is make this window egress, so this will be wider, so more light will be coming in, which will be really pretty. So the space is large enough that I actually think we can have a small little sofa day bed up here for just extra space too, of having sleeping area as well as relaxing area. Also in our old home we had a day bed upstairs, not in our primary bedroom, but in another bedroom across the way, and that was maybe space, so I think it would be nice to have a consistency for her. And if we do a day bed here, I think it'd be really pretty to do in the extra cavity space here some open shelving, but tucked in, so that way we can have books and anything else we want. We are keeping the basic layout of the kitchen. I walked in here the first time and really fell in love with the layout. There's a nice wide space in between the peninsula and the cooking area, and that just leaves a lot of room for both my husband and I to be moving around the kitchen while we're making dinner or having breakfast. The things we are changing are we're going to remove all of these upper cabinets here and do a nice big window above this set of this lower cabinetry, as well as the stove, and really let the back light pour in. The backyard is just behind this wall. There's no lights out to the backyard in any of the spaces here, so we're doing that. We are going to do a panel-ready fridge, and that's going to move down here. This is all going to become pantry area. And then on the other side of the stairs, there's a closet in that current bedroom, and we're going to remove that closet and make that a coffee bar. And this will all be open to what will now be the laundry room, which is currently considered the primary bathroom, but it's quite a small bathroom in there, and I think the space will feel really nice if we open it up, let the light from that side pour in. My favorite thing is the designer came up with an idea to do a big circle light, so when you're coming down the stairs in the morning, you'll see a big circle looking out into the back garden. So instead of no light right here, we'll have a large window here, a circle window here, and at the end of the house on this side, there will be a nice long window as well. And then this is a side door that goes out to the yard here, and that's gonna also be all glass, so suddenly this house is just gonna be radiant with light.